Welcome to Eat Sleep Sixers. I am your host, 215 the Sports Guy. I got my brothers here tonight, Jose, BG, Sixers versus Hawks. What's up, fellas? How y'all feeling?
Feeling good, man. I feel like after last game, it was a dark cloud over the Sixers community. And what better way to pull a dark cloud off of the Sixers community, but then to get a W against the team that put us out the playoffs last year? This is, I wouldn't want anybody else but Atlanta tonight for the simple fact of they put us out last year. We're, we're in a funk right now. So a win against this team should more than likely lift the spirits of the Sixers community. What you think, Hope?
Last night I had a nightmare. I had a dream.
If you know, you know.
I had a dream that we won tonight. Just saying. No, all seriousness. All seriousness. I couldn't help myself. I'm sorry. Um, with the struggles that we've had, everything sounds like excuses, man. So just got to go over there and handle business. If what happened last postseason wasn't motivation enough, then I don't know what is.
Agree.
I like our matchup tonight with as far as defensively, Tyrese Maxey on Trae Young. He did a pretty good job last game. He does a pretty good job on most smaller athletic guards. So I like that matchup tonight. Microscope out on Joel Embiid, especially after having COVID. I want to see how he comes out tonight. He hasn't had the best season thus far. Up to his standards. So I want to see Joel Embiid dominate tonight, man. There's nobody on the court that's really rocking with him down there. I want to see him assert his dominance early and often tonight.
I completely agree. We'll talk about it more in the over/under segment, but I completely agree. This is the game we need you to. You've been back long enough, Joe. Game one, you gave us 42. You gave us 42 game one. So you got time.
I think that was just off adrenaline, though. You know what I mean? Coming back, he was a little hype.
Yeah.
But,
even with that 42, the shot percentage wasn't great. He shot a lot of shots to get to those 42 points.
You gotta remember, he lived on the line that game, so a lot of points came from that.
That second half, he was on the line the whole game.
Yeah.
Another microscope out on Tobias Harris. He's I posted a stat to the group the other day. 29% from 3-point land. Go ahead, BJ.
I don't know if you know yet, but Tobias is ruled out tonight.
Oh yeah, I've heard it all day today.
Yeah, Tobias ruled.
He has non-COVID illness.
Yeah. So you don't have to look for him.
Right.
No APB for Tobias tonight. No APB for Tobias tonight.
No, the APB is called off. We got to call the proper authorities. Let them know not watch out for Tobias tonight. Well, with that being said, BG, could you swing us to the starting lineup so we could get a picture of what we're having out there tonight in Tobias' place?
So they have not posted it yet.
Interesting.
The second it comes up, I promise. I'm refreshing it 24. I'm refreshing it every time my finger touches my screen. I'm refreshing it. They haven't posted it yet.
Let me talk about this situation here without Tobias Harris. We talked about him and a lot of ISO that he does during the games last game. So with him not being in the lineup tonight, I think the little guy eats tonight. This is where you're gonna see Maxey. Oh. Go ahead, you just cut me off. I'll allow it.
Just like that. Starting five: Tyrese Maxey, Seth Curry, Joel Embiid, Danny Green, George Niang.
Niang.
I'm
not gonna say I'm too excited about that. On the note of, I like George Niang off the bench. I like him off the bench. So, it is what it is. The next man up. I'm hoping he steps into the starter's role and plays like himself. But I like George Niang off the bench. But whatever the case,
I would
let's
ask
see it,
you
George.
who else would you like, but I already know the answer to that. So I'm not gonna say
Don't you
nothing.
do
I'm
it.
just gonna
No,
keep
no,
my
ask
mouth
me,
shut.
Jose. Jose, ask me.
No,
Ask
no.
me.
I'm pretty
Come
sure. Listen,
on.
the viewers, they know. I
I
know.
might surprise you
If
though.
no,
Come on, I might surprise you.
first name starts with a B, last name with a P.
No. I wouldn't put B-Ball Paul in that lineup. But what I would do is, I would probably throw Matisse Thybulle in that lineup. Just on a note of adding a defender who could defend multiple positions out there. You know what I mean?
Then
Which we're lacking in that starting lineup.
but then we would have to hope that they went small.
True indeed.
Would they play down to us, or would they say, you know what, y'all gonna go with the small lineup? We still gonna play our normal starters, and we just don't match up well with Matisse at the 4 against that team.
I mean, they're not a big team to begin with, which blew my wig last year when they beat us because we were statistically just bigger than them all throughout the lineup. So, of course, with the loss of 25, we're not as big, but we're still a bigger team than them. So,
Well, we lost that. A lot of that was the lackadaisical defense that we're always complaining about, and B,
And
not
the lack
contesting, not contesting the lobs at all. Like, if you don't listen, if I'm a point guard and you're not going to contest my lobs, you're not even going to attempt to contest my lobs, I'm going to keep throwing them.
I mean, the ticket out on Embiid is if you put him in a pick and roll, as far as defense, you take him out of the paint, and his recovery time to get back to the paint isn't that great. So facing an athletic big, that's the ticket on Joel Embiid. But the whole other thing is how Embiid can combat that on offense in the post. You beat them up. You beat them up where they don't have that much energy to run down there and catch it. Beat them up in the post. I want to see that, Joel. I hope you watching, bro. Beat them in the post, bro. Beat them in the post.
Yeah, he definitely has to be more dominant down low. That's the thing when you play this type of center. When you play the Clint Capellas of the world, that's what you have to do. They don't want that physicality. He likes that. Capella wakes up in the morning. He woke up this morning. Please, God, let Joel Embiid shoot 14 jump shots tonight. He's begging for that. He wants you to shoot jump shots. So why give him what he wants? Why give him what he wants?
If I was Doc, I'd throw Drummond in there a lot.
Oh yeah.
And
I haven't seen.
We haven't seen.
Go ahead, BG.
The double big lineup.
Come on,
we have
man.
not seen that this year.
Not yet.
A lot of people flirted with it when we signed him. Hey, could Drummond possibly? This is when they thought maybe he could start the 4. I never wanted him to start, and I still don't want him to start the 4. But why not just throw it out there once, just to see if we're gonna have Joel Embiid, our 7-foot monster, shooting jumpers anyway? Let's just call him a stretch 4 for a couple of plays with Drummond as the 5. Why not? He's shooting jumpers anyway.
We've seen it. We've seen it a lot with Dave Robinson, Tim Duncan.
It can work. I know that today's NBA is a 3-point shooting NBA. It's a jump shooting league, but I still think 2 bigs. You put 2 bigs out there and make a team have to defend 2 bigs. It could be tough.
I thought with the emergence of Bassey, I thought we would see more of that Drummond in the lineup with Embiid because we had a big or 2 to fall back on the bench to hold it down. So I definitely would like to see that more, man. We got to take advantage of having 2 big body, maybe 2 of the biggest bodies, center-wise throughout the NBA. I would like to see that, especially against a smaller team like this.
Just the backcourt gonna have to stay active though, because on the fast breaks, you know what I'm saying, them big men are gonna be like
lackadaisical.
Where you all at?
What do we do?
Where y'all at? You can't expect Drummond and B to be the first ones to get there, man.
Who are your key players tonight that would help us, propel ourselves into the win category again?
So since we had this conversation, and Tobias, right? That's how she says it. Tobias.
Tobias.
Yeah, that's actually the proper way to say it. Because you can't say Toby and then get mad because she's saying Tobias. If you're gonna say Tobias, then you gotta say Toby. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So she's saying it right the whole time. People trying to correct her for saying his name the right way. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. If you're gonna replace this man because he's sick, then you got to show out. So I'm putting the spotlight on Yang today.
George say my name.
Yeah, George Yang is gonna have to play. He's gonna have to play.
Okay.
Yeah, he can't be half stepping. He's gonna have to play.
BJ.
Maybe I should take myself off mute.
Yeah.
I'll agree with that one first and foremost, only because just to go back to what Carl was saying, that he didn't like Niang being in the starting lineup because he likes him off the bench. And don't get me wrong, I love him off the bench as well, but I also do love the fact of surrounding Embiid with shooters. We've noticed this year that there's been a lot of double teams. A lot. Every time he touched the ball, it's a double team. So surrounding him with shooters, maybe it stops them from doubling more. And then, hey, if you're going to double, Niang is going to make that shot more often than not. So I'm going to go with Niang, and then I'm going to go with Tyrese Maxey. We hold Tyrese Maxey to a high regard because of how he started. And he just hasn't, these last few games, he hasn't been himself. So he can't be dominated by Trae Young tonight. If Trae Young dominates this game, if there's no back and forth at no point, like if it's a 32 to 11 or 13 points, we lose this game. I think he has to match Trae Young's intensity, and the rest will fall into place. So I'll go with Niang as well as Maxey tonight.
I'm going to piggyback off of one player, Tyrese Maxey. Of course, we'll need him to get off the schneid tonight. Also, a player that y'all don't like me to mention a lot, but I feel like we need him to at least hit open shots off the bench. We need that. I think that was a big reason why we lost last game, because we put Thibault in place of Korkmaz. And Thibault wasn't hitting a lot of open threes that he was getting. I mean, not to throw salt down his back. That's not what he does. But we need Korkmaz to come off the bench to be that guy. Either him or Isaiah Joe. Either him or Isaiah Joe. Either or. Isaiah Joe.
That was a bad sneeze. I'm sorry.
What are you saying, Jose?
Put Isaiah Joe in the game.
Oh, I mean, I'm all for it.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
I think Isaiah Joe stole the last rib at Doc's barbecue last year or something, because he doesn't seem like he's giving him much of a shot this year to fight for. I was saying it long ago. What the heck did that man do to him? I don't know.
And we didn't really talk about it too much last game, but how you take Shake Milton out the game? How you take him out the game and he don't see the floor no more? And he was balling out.
Yeah, he was the only person balling out last game.
His excuse at the end of the game for not having a point guard out there was we needed more shooting. Doc Rivers.
Whoa.
We was down 1 point,
was
bro.
Scoring.
We was down 1 point, bro. All we needed was somebody to drive to the rack and maybe create contact.
They had
the
12
only couple guys I got doing
points.
that on a consistent
Jake had the
basis
first 10.
is Shake and Tyrese. Setting them off the pick straight to the lane. If not, Embiid kick out jump shot. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But Doc definitely needs to do a better job. I'm calling him on this.
He laid an egg last game. You know what I'm saying? He gets a lot of that blame. He laid a big egg.
Yeah.
I concur. I definitely agree.
Yeah.
But at this point, how many times are we going to say that before he's on the hot seat? Because we say that a lot. If y'all don't know, we talk about Doc Rivers laying an egg, wetting the bed quite often. As critical as us three are about Ben Simmons, at what point do we say, yo, this dude, look, is now or never. Either you're going to get it right soon or we're going to have to move on.
I mean, to be totally fair, we gave Ben Simmons 4 to 5 years. But Doc Rivers.
Yeah, but that's absolutely true. But at the end of the day, you got to take in consideration that Embiid already been here. So do you want to keep wasting this dude's clock? You know what I'm saying? Just because you want to reset the clock on a coach, yeah, we already wasted that with Ben Simmons. But are you gonna give the coach a 5-year cushion to get this team right?
Nah. I think
Can't do that.
honestly, Doc has this year and next year to really show the Sixers brass that
Man, I'm gonna tell you something, bro. This city and this team wants to win now. He don't do nothing this year. You gotta start questioning that. What we gonna go through another Brett Brown situation?
Not at all.
Lord,
You know
no.
what I'm saying? Just he already got his son-in-law on the squad. Like,
who's been balling though? Who's
Yeah.
been balling? So you can't say he just got somebody here and he's not, contributing to what we got going on.
nah,
I hear that we upset about Doc, but
Seth and Maxey both a little on the decline these past couple games, man.
Seth had a good last game. He had a good last game.
Yeah,
but before that,
like 2 games before that, he was
ice cold Andre 3000.
Yeah.
So I definitely, Seth's a big part of this team, man. We need that 17, 18 points from him and that lineup of making all the open shots that he can for Embiid to be as effective as he needs to be. Along with Embiid, playing like he needs to play. Embiid is a 25, 27 point game player if he puts himself to it. So, I want to see that player back. Haven't seen him this year. I want to see him tonight.
I agree. I couldn't agree more. We got to beat these Hawks, man. I just want to win. I don't care how we win, because I just had a bad taste in my mouth after that Boston game. Don't get me wrong. I expected it to be a dogfight the way it was, low scoring. But golly, I hated to lose that game. I hated to see certain people come get me out of character for the post game and have me arguing with fans. I don't argue with fans, dog. How can I argue with somebody that got the same goal as me? Because the goal I got is for the Sixers to win a championship.
Right.
I should never ever be arguing with a person that says they're a Sixers fan. So I just want to win, man.
on live stream at that.
Yeah. Sixers 24/7, East Sleep Sixers. I apologize. That was completely out of character for me. I just get passionate about my city. I get passionate about my teams. And for somebody to tell me I'm not a real fan, that hurt. That was like stabbing me in the side while I wasn't looking. I ain't like it.
Okay.
I mean, I could pick a lot of people. A lot. It'll take me days to pick out the half fans in Sixers 24/7. I'll be there. I would need help. Put it that way. I would need help. Couldn't do it by myself. That's a lot of people in that group. You know what I mean? And I just don't say much. I try to lay back. I try to be cool. I don't say too much. I don't try to argue with nobody. I scroll past all the trolling. I don't let it get to me. Because if it don't apply, you let it fly.
And I completely agree, Jose. But don't get me wrong. This show is for the people. It's for everybody.
For sure.
But at the end of the day, we take a lot of time.
My point is that I just don't.
You're not gonna come on the show and just flat out disrespect me. I'm just sorry. Like,
yeah, I'm just trying to point out that you're not gonna drag me down to your level, man.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's the whole point I'm trying to make. It's bigger than that one person that woke up miserable. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? So
I just want to spread positivity in the group. We're gonna get right. We're gonna get right. Sixers they're gonna be all right. Trust me. We're gonna figure it out.
Oh, most definitely. If you look at the players that we have and the coaching that we have, and the battle that we have faced this year as far as health, man. I think we've been hit harder than any team in the NBA. I can guarantee that.
This year,
looking at no type of stats. So for us to be in the position that we're in, battling what we battled, we're at 500. We're there. You know what I'm saying? A game over 500. So it only could go up from here. I don't got us going on no losing streak with our team intact right now, healthy. They just have to gain chemistry again. Get the win, get their win back, get their knees back from going through that ugly virus. We right back at it. So hopefully that starts tonight against the Atlanta Hawks.
I think 2 games should be enough to say, you know, I got the feel for it again.
Mhm.
You know, if you're dragging it along more than this, and you know, more than one person, that is, you know what I'm saying? Like last year, we had to put up with Seth on that funk for a long time, and I'm not sure I'm ready
Oh
for
yeah.
that. I'm not sure I'm ready for that again.
They're a different caliber player though, so I don't think that could happen. Like I'm not wishing this on anybody, but Seth catching COVID, not being used to being the guy anyway. I mean, it might take him a time to get back. A guy like Embiid, who is a star, a guy like I don't want it to happen, but a guy like Kevin Durant, if he came back from COVID, I expect Kevin Durant to get 30 when he come back, with no question. He's a hooper. Hooper's hoop. And once he get his win together, he'll be back in motion. It took Seth a
Yeah.
little while, but I don't see it taking Joel as long.
I mean, everybody in the group and all the fans in Philadelphia's nightmare. I mean, dream is for Seth Curry to be more consistent with his 20+ shooting a night.
I like how you keep shouting out. You shouting out Meek Mill right now, right?
Yeah.
Dreams and nightmare.
He definitely is. He definitely
It's-
giving a Meek.
It's got to be Meek. It's Meek. You're not talking about nothing else. You talking about Meek.
I
know
would
you
hope
talking-
not.
I ain't say nothing, Pop,
Had enough.
but everybody's for Seth to be a little bit more consistent. You know, he plays his butt off. That he does, but I hate to see him take days off, like, cause he'll play 6 straight and then have 2, 3 bad. Like, I just want to see better. That's
Most
all.
Most definitely.
Agree.
Speaking of better, it's absolutely time for Court Miles to get better. to get better. You know, better than what we've
Mike
seen.
Scott 2.0. I've been
Mike
called it.
Scott 2.0.
No.
Yes.
Listen. Mike Scott never had a beginning of the season like Cork Miles had. Cork Miles was balling early.
He
Mike
was
Scott
balling.
never
Well,
gave
no,
us that.
Mike Scott came to the Sixers at first. He was draining threes, Pop.
Not the way Cork. You remember our first episode of the season, game
Well,
one.
Cork Miles had a little
we-
flash of JJ Redickism, and I saw. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
Mike Scott could never.
At
Yeah,
all.
he did. He was doing his best JJ Redick impersonation. I'll give him that.
Yeah, most definitely. I'm looking forward to a solid game by us tonight. Solid showing on the defensive end, which has been lacking, to be totally honest. You know,
Can we say it was lacking when we just held the Celtics to 80-something points?
did the Celtics shoot great? Nah.
Did they
Can't say
shoot?
that.
But this is the thing. I don't like when people say that, because did they shoot bad because they just were missing, or did they shoot bad because maybe we were playing okay defense? Not saying it was great.
It was okay.
Yeah,
It
that's what
was
I'm saying.
okay.
I'm not saying it was great, but
But let's be totally honest. Let's look at our roster. We're not going to outscore the elite teams in the NBA. So the defense has to get better. We have to be able to stop people from scoring. That has to be our calling card for us to be a great team as constructed right now. We got to get better at team defense. You know, all for the pick and rolls, you know what I mean? All for the pick and pops. We got to keep our head in the game. And along with, you know, attacking the basket when somebody's trying to attack the basket. You need to get up there with them. You know, I don't care if you foul them hard. I don't care if you hit forearm. You need to let teams know that you're there. So it is what it is with that. You know what I mean? That's what I would like to see.
yeah, because I'm pretty sure the only person that's fouled out this season was Drummond. So obviously y'all know that y'all got 6 fouls. Y'all got
You know
6
what I
of
mean?
them. Y'all got
You
6 of them.
You got 6.
That don't mean go out there and be Dwight Howard and foul out in the first quarter. I'm
No.
just saying, make them feel you.
We're
Make
still
them know
looking
they
for our goon. We're still looking for our goon, to be honest. You know, we're still looking for that goon. Matisse has been diet Matisse this year, to be honest, from what we used to seeing.
Oh no, that's a negative, man.
From what
No.
we used to seeing?
I don't know, bro.
That run in the beginning of the season, he was getting his 4 steals. He was doing his thing, man.
About 4 games.
No,
About 4 games, Jose.
no,
Yeah.
no. That
Yeah.
whole bro when they had 8 win, what was it 8-1 was their
8-2,
record?
8-2, 8-2.
8-2, bro. No, bro. That whole stretch, he was
Where
balling.
has he been lately?
Bro, he
He
was
caught
jumping.
COVID.
People were shooting jump shots. He was coming out of nowhere. He wasn't even on the screen when this guy was setting up his gather. And
Remember
he
that
would come out
game?
of nowhere and send it right into the stands, bro.
Who
No,
was that?
stop,
He
bro.
went up there and blocked it and just went and grabbed that hoe.
Yeah.
No, he was playing early.
Stop, bro.
He was playing early, Carl.
Don't do that to Matisse, bro.
I'm doing it to him. And in fact, I'm calling out the whole team. I need more effort from everybody. I'm calling out the whole team. You know what I mean?
I'm telling you,
Everybody. There's nobody I can say, yo,
hit the funk king.
he's been doing his thing, but everybody, nobody's been doing anything on the roster. Nobody.
I'm
So,
not disagreeing with you, Pop. I'm just saying
Go
the only
ahead.
part I am disagreeing with you is before COVID smacked us in the face,
Yeah.
that kid was balling too.
Oh, he was playing pretty good. But I'm talking about in the stretch of games that he's played throughout.
He was playing just as good as Ben Simmons. I mean, if you want to talk defensively.
Oh, I didn't know how to take that.
Because you don't get no offense from Ben.
Carl was like, look, I know we debating, but I don't think I feel comfortable saying no to that. Carl was like, am I about to take up for Ben Simmons? Nah, I take this L. I take this L on this conversation.
Yeah, bro. Exactly. Ding, ding, ding. Get that.
Next topic.
Next topic. You know what the next topic is.
Over
we
and
reaching
under.
that time. We reaching that time for over and under. As you brought up, you wanted to see more out of Embiid. I think it's time. I'm gonna set the number, in my opinion, low, considering what I saw from him last game. Over under 33 points tonight.
I'm gonna be honest. Under.
I'm gonna say under as well.
I'm going over. I can't believe what I saw last game, and I need more. So even if I don't believe under, maybe even if I don't believe over, I feel like if I say over and put it out in the galaxy, that Embiid is somehow here.
Resistance,
exactly.
Manifest it, bro.
So I'm gonna go over for the first over under. The second over under, with this team pretty much fully back together. Obviously,
wait,
Tobias.
I didn't say my over under.
You said under, didn't you?
He did.
Watch this. I know you said under.
Let's rewind the tape.
I said under. Yeah, I said under.
I'm like, hold on. I wouldn't have did you that. I wouldn't have did you like that. I'm like, hold on. I said under.
That was my best Ashton Kutcher impression.
For the second over under, I want to go, like I said, with the team pretty much fully constructed. Besides the fact that Tobias is down, one thing that we thrived at early in the season was made 3-pointers. The last time we did an over under for 3-pointers, I set it at 13. I want more tonight, so I'm setting it a little bit higher simply because I think Embiid gets doubled quite a bit. And he's surrounded by shooters, so I'm setting the 3-point mark over under 15 threes.
I'm going to say over. You know why? Because as much as I think Korkmaz is playing like Mike Scott these days, I think this is going to be his breakout game. I think today's the day he come out that funk and he's going to shoot over 500 overall. Not saying he's going to shoot 500 from 3-point, but he's going to shoot 500 overall. And yeah, he's going to be contributing to your 3-pointers that you're asking about.
Jose goes with the over. Carl, what you think?
I'm going to say over as well. You know, I feel as though also it's time for the whole team to get off the schneid as far as 3-point shooting. We have quite a bit of shooters on this team, you know. So if everybody's doing their part, 3 3-pointers here, 3 3-pointers there, you know, we'll get there. I like Shake Milton for a big game tonight behind the line. I just got that feeling.
I don't know if I'm convinced that he'll have 2 in a row, man. I just don't know.
I hate. I hope
I
Shake
don't
hears
know.
you too. I
don't know, man. Shake, prove me wrong, please. By all means, do that.
Please do. Please prove me wrong. Please
Yeah.
prove. I'm gonna go with the over two for the same reason everybody said. I think it's time. I saw this team be able to make that large amount of threes, and like I said, with Embiid getting doubled every play, being surrounded by shooters this game, I think we have a really good shot at breaking that over and hitting 16 to 17 threes. So I'm gonna go with over 15. So clean sweep on the last over under.
Closing remarks, fellas.
Go get the dub, man. I feel like that last game, well, everybody knows. I don't want to say everybody feels this way, but I always feel this way, man. I'd rather get blown out than lose by 1. That 1-point loss hurt bad.
That was a gut shot.
It hurt bad. It was like we was right there. So I hope that they put their big boy pants on, put that game behind them, and is ready to say, yo, it's time. Like, we got to step on the gas at some point. It's early December, and these games don't mean as much as February and March. But look, you build up these wins now, it makes February and March a lot easier. So hopefully they forgot about last game and just come out the night firing.
Jose?
I don't want to see another process. It's been long road. I want to see a turnaround. I had a nightmare about. I mean, I had a dream about it.
Mm-hmm.
I had a dream that I'm with the shits, and I definitely am.
Yeah,
Just saying.
I hear you. I hear you. I just got to say honestly, I want to see Doc Rivers come out on a vengeance. You know, with his sets and his timeouts and his plays after the timeout. You know, I don't feel like he's had a good stretch of games. So, you know, along with the rest of the guys I mentioned, I want to see Doc Rivers get off the schneid tonight and, you know, put our players in position to thrive. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to Sixers versus Hawks, part 2 of this season. Who gonna get it? I got us getting the dub. We see y'all at post game.
Let's go Sixers.
Let's go Sixers.
Good evening.